Yahia, a quiet but brilliant engineering student, gets caught talking to his seatmate during class.
Twin turbo.
The professor calls on him to solve an equation on the board. Surprisingly, Yahia solves it using a new method that hasn't been taught before. Instead of being impressed, the professor feels offended, especially when Yahia offers to explain his method. Angry, the professor throws him out of the class.
بقولك ايه؟ اطلع بره، انت كده حمار مش هتفهم انا بقول ايه.
As Yahia walks down the hallway, he accidentally bumps into another student. Annoyed, the student kicks him. Yahia doesn't fight back because he has a mental condition that makes communication difficult. Luckily, a classmate named Rika steps in to help. Nearby stands Mariam, the girl Yahia secretly likes, though he doesn't have the courage to tell her. That night, while helping his father work on a clock, Yahia tells him about the incident on campus and how Mariam witnessed it. His father tries to cheer him up and lift his spirits. Soon after, a man named Nasser shows up at their home looking for his wife, who used to work for Yahia's father. Since Nasser often harassed her, Yahia's father helped her escape. When asked, he simply says she has returned to her family. Furious at the answer, Nasser threatens to come back. Later, Yahia and his father go into an old house where they usually spend time together. There, it's revealed that Yahia was supposed to have an older brother named Mousa, who died at birth. To honor him, Yahia names a small robot he created Mousa. The robot is advanced and can be controlled with just his thoughts. His father suggests selling it to a toy store. Around the same time, Mariam comes by to check on Yahia. He only nods and walks away. Mariam then tells Yahia's father how they first met. She borrowed his earphones to practice piano, but couldn't return them because she didn't know where he lived. This shows that Yahia doesn't have many friends. After Mariam leaves, Yahia tells his father that there's another guy at school who's more attractive and always hangs out with Mariam. His father advises him to be brave and express his feelings. Suddenly, Nasser arrives with his henchmen to teach Yahia's father a lesson and steal his valuable belongings. Meanwhile, Yahia, who lacks the courage to defend his father, can only hide in the kitchen holding a knife. Nasser and his men set the house on fire and leave his father to die in the flames. After his father's death, Yahia falls into a deep depression. He sells the house and moves into the old place where he and his father used to spend time. Feeling guilty for not saving his father, he becomes even more devastated when the police release Nasser due to lack of evidence. At his lowest point, Yahia considers ending his life, but then he hallucinates, seeing his father urging him to seek revenge, because if Nasser goes unpunished, there may be more victims. With renewed motivation, Yahia uses the money from selling the house to create a new, bigger, and more advanced version of the Mousa robot. After days of work, Yahia finally finishes the powerful robot. Then, he takes the robot and follows Nasser to his hideout. When he arrives, Yahia lures Nasser's men into chasing him. He hides and starts controlling his robot to take them down. The Mousa robot throws wooden blocks at a terrified Nasser. Then it locks Nasser inside a welded car and sets it on fire, burning him alive. Unexpectedly, a Bajaj driver witnesses and records the whole event. Since the driver is innocent, Yahia lets him go. The video quickly goes viral, trending on social media and making news on TV. The killer robot named Mousa divides public opinion. Some admire it, while others fear it. The Ministry of Home Affairs hands the case over to the police. To analyze the robot, they call in a mechatronics professor named Dr. Fares, who happens to be Yahia's own professor. Needing money for his sick child's treatment, Dr. Fares accepts the offer. Meanwhile, Yahia receives a letter from someone claiming to know he is the creator of the Mousa robot. Shortly after, Rika arrives and shows Yehia's notebook filled with sketches of Mousa, convincing her that he is indeed the inventor. She tries to assure Yehia that she is there to help him. With her trust, Yehia reveals where Mousa is currently stored, in the basement. After discussing everything, Rika takes Yehia to her abandoned garage to help with his next mission. Yehia reveals that he got a message from a man he knows through the deep web. The man asks Yehia to take down a criminal group that sells drugs, weapons, and human organs taken from kidnapped children. Rika encourages Yehia, saying that with Mousa, they have a great chance to defeat the criminals and change the world. She also suggests Yehia tell Mariam, hoping this might win her heart. In short, Yehia and Rika form a team and head to the criminals' hideout, a location previously given by the mysterious deep web contact. During the attack, Yehia gets frustrated as the criminals repeatedly manage to bring Mousa down with fuel explosions and bombs. But in the end, Mousa rises again, eliminates all the criminals, and frees the kidnapped children. The incident quickly becomes public, and Mousa gains even more fame after a TV news report airs the full story, revealing that Mousa kills 20 dangerous criminals. When the police arrive at the scene, Dr. Ferris finds a piece of metal that breaks off Mousa's body due to the explosion. This leads him to realize that the robot is being controlled remotely by someone. Meanwhile, Yehia begins teaching Rika how to operate Mousa. Together, they continue taking down more criminal groups and saving more lives. Their actions make Mousa increasingly popular and admired by many. One day, Rika intentionally brings Mariam to their hideout, hoping to bring her closer to Yehia. Unfortunately, Mariam becomes furious when she realizes Yehia is the person behind the Mousa robot. She believes what he's doing is wrong, that he should be a hero without hiding behind a machine. Her words deeply upset Yehia. But Rika quickly comforts him and says they need to move Mousa to a safer place, as they no longer trust Mariam. Their suspicions are confirmed when several police officers arrive at the hideout to search for Mousa. Although they don't find the robot, they take Yehia in for questioning. Luckily, without any evidence, the police release him. At the same time, Dr. Ferris becomes more desperate as his child's condition worsens. He grows more determined, convinced that Yehia is the mastermind behind Mousa. Ferris then approaches a wealthy businessman named Samir, Mariam's father, who has been quietly tracking the police investigation on Mousa. Ferris proposes a deal. If Samir agrees to work with him, Ferris will hand over Mousa so Samir's company can study and sell the technology. In return, Ferris asks for a large sum of money to pay for his child's medical treatment. Once they make a deal, Ferris hires men to stage a hijacking on a train and records the incident, then leaks the video to the public to lure Mousa out. Yehia, unaware of the trap, brings Mousa to the scene with Rika. While Yehia is busy operating Mousa, Ferris secretly kidnaps Mariam behind Samir's back, knowing she is Yehia's biggest weakness. The hijackers use a signal jammer to cut Mousa's connection. They even try to saw off Mousa's arm with a power tool. Fortunately, a teenager on the train manages to grab the jammer, allowing Yehia to regain control of Mousa and save the passengers. When Yehia arrives at the hideout, he finds a tape recording of Mariam's kidnapping. Rika suspects it's a trap, so they quickly meet with Samir to ask for help. Samir is shocked to learn that Ferris has kidnapped his daughter. He calls Ferris, but Ferris issues an ultimatum. Yehia must surrender Mousa within 24 hours, or Mariam will be killed. With help from friends on the deep web, Yehia tracks Ferris's location and goes there alone, without bringing Mousa or Rika. Before leaving, he uploads a video online to reveal the truth about himself and shares the coordinates of where Mousa is hidden. The police rush to that location. However, Yahia has planted a time bomb on Mousa, which explodes just as the police arrive. News of Mousa's destruction reaches Fares, who is holding Yahia captive. Yahia uses this moment to negotiate. If Mariam is released, he agrees to redesign Mousa. Fares accepts. However, after Mariam is freed and gets into Rika's car, Yahia stands up, retrieves something from his shoe and from the floor, then covers his nose with his shirt. A car arrives and releases smoke into the area, knocking out Fares's men. Meanwhile, Dr. Fares quickly escapes from the chaos. It turns out the car belongs to Yahia's friend from the deep web. Once he confirms Mariam is safe, Yahia and his team cut the building's power and plant bombs in every corner. As the situation grows more intense, Yahia contacts Rika and asks her to take Mariam to a safe place. In those final moments, Yahia confesses his feelings to Mariam, an emotional admission before everything changes. Moments later, the building explodes in a massive blast. Rika and Mariam believe Yahia dies in the explosion. But the truth is different. His friends from the deep web find him alive. He survives the destruction. Meanwhile, among the rubble, a mysterious man appears. He discovers a piece of metal, a fragment from the robot Mousa's body. This discovery marks that Yahia and Mousa's story isn't truly over yet.